Here we have the 2018 Mustang GT, and this one actually has a performance package compared to the one I just did. So take a look at the other video I just made on the premium without the performance package. Like you see, this one has the black wheels. It's a different style from the other car. You get upgraded brakes. You get the Brembo brakes on this car, and you get the Michelin Sport tires. They're a brand new 4S compared to the Goodyears that are on the other vehicle. There's your Brembo calipers. Got your bigger rotors there. So you get a lot of nice performance enhancements on this car. You get thicker sway bars, different spring rates. You can get an active exhaust system on this, like in all the 5.0s. Like you see here, this one has the quad exhaust like all the other 5.0s now, which is a nice touch. I think it really makes this car look a lot more muscular than before. And if you haven't heard them, these cars sound a lot better than the 15s and the 17s. Maybe if you want to just keep it simple, take the resonator out, and that'd be plenty mods that you can do on the exhaust alone. So you get 373 gears on this car, a torsion slip, rear differential. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty nice sporty car. Now, this is the level 1. So Ford's actually got a level 2 coming out soon, or I think they already are hitting the dealerships from what I've seen. And these are definitely more focused on tracking the car and, you know, handling wise versus the standard Mustangs. There's not too much here to distinguish this car from the other cars except for those wheels that we talked about and the Brembo brakes. So you got to have a keen eye to notice which one's which. But these cars are definitely a nice improvement over the 15s to 17s. Like I mentioned before, this one, they're saying it makes 460 horsepower, 420, but I think Ford's definitely underestimating or quoting the numbers on this motor. Once again, like I mentioned, it has new direct injection and port injection. They changed the intake, they changed the heads, the cams. They did a lot of work to the motor. It has a high red line now, 7,500 RPMs. And you can get a 6-speed manual or that new 10-speed automatic, what everybody's raving about. And these are, like I said in the other video I made, this is like an M4 for a huge discount, and you're not going to have all the issues of owning either the M4 or C63, because those cars, they have a lot of issues with the motors, transmissions. So this is a lot more reliable transportation, and if you want to get on them, they can handle the abuse. So hats off to Ford again for making, I mean, just the GT, it's unbelievable that we have over 460 horsepower as your Mustang GT nowadays. And the premium, the standard GTs, they start around 36 grand, and then you can option them up to over 50,000 depending how you put them together and how you spec them. So it's a nice car. It's definitely, I'd say, over execution, it's better than the Camaro, but in some cases, Chevy has some. Their performance version is a little bit better, but we haven't gotten everything yet from the Ford side. We got the new Shelby GT500 coming out. That's going to be a monster. And the 350s are still out there with very good cars. I mean, excellent vehicles. But the ZL1 and the 1LEs, they're really, those are some serious performance cars. So we'll see how the new GT500 does. Should be unveiled pretty soon. And it's going to be a war like it's always been for the past 50 years. And the consumer, we're the ones that win, the ones that like to buy these cars. So hats off to Ford again. You know, let's see how it goes from here. And you're going to see a lot of performance videos on these cars. So good job again, Ford.